I rise today in support of H.R. 5424, the Investment Advisors Modernization Act. I'm proud to be a co-sponsor of this legislation, which was introduced by Congressman Hurt, and would especially like to thank Speaker Ryan and Chairman Hensarling for their work in bringing this up for a vote today. Private equity has a long history of making a positive difference for Illinois companies, their employees, and our communities. Over the last 10 years, private equity firms have invested hundreds of billions of dollars in Illinois-based companies. In fact, Illinois ranked #1 nationally in attracting private equity investment in 2015, according to the American Investment Council. It comes as no surprise that these companies, backed by strong financing and experienced management with innovative products and services, support hundreds of thousands of workers and their families. In addition to the economic growth driven by private equity, we also shouldn't overlook its importance to investors. For example, the State University's retirement system of Illinois and its 200,000 members depend on investments in private equity-backed companies. So why shouldn't we as legislators seize an opportunity to make private equity investment easier? This bill would make relatively modest updates to a 76-year-old Investment Advisors Act. Our securities laws are meant to reflect the sophistication of the investors. We should not apply cumbersome regulations intended for less sophisticated retail investors to professionals with deep knowledge and expertise of investing advising. The majority of private equity funds in Illinois are middle market and do not have large administrative staffs. Generally, the staff is just 1 or 2 finance professionals. The proliferation of rules, reporting, and regulation at both the federal and state level has severely taxed these firms and taken valuable resources away from the important job of identifying, investing in, and growing companies, and thus growing our economy. The Investment Advisors Modernization Act will reduce administrative costs, making it easier to invest in our communities and improving the rate of return, whether they are saving for retirement or for a university's endowment. In closing, I'd like to thank Chairman Hensarling again and Mr. Hurt for their leadership on this legislation. It's no surprise that such a common sense bill already has a strong bipartisan record. I urge all of my colleagues to support the Investment Advisors Modernization Act, and I yield back the balance of my time.